Welcome back to my kitchen, Gigi's Kitchen, where you get to learn all kinds of tips and new recipes and just have a general good time learning about new ways to cook things. And today we're going to cook a very fun Southwest style chicken soup. It's got chili sauce in it, green chili sauce, and it can be very spicy. And so we really enjoy it on a cold day in this fall season here, and it is very quick to pull together. So on a weeknight or a shopping day when you're getting ready for these holidays, this would be the perfect little dinner to throw together. Serve it up with some chips and a big bowl of soup, and everybody's so happy. So let's just get to it. So let's cook. The first thing we're going to do on our stock here is to get it ready to go. We're going to, I added a little bit of Wesson to get our soup going. I added a little bit of vegetable oil to the bottom of my large stock pan, and then I put in 2 slices of bacon that I want to fry up and get pretty crispy and let the fat render out of the bacon. So that'll take a few minutes, and we're going to let that happen. And just as it's starting to get brown, I am going to throw in my yellow onion, which I have cut into large dices. We're going to fry that with some bacon, and then we'll move on to the next step. I think we're ready to add in our onion, and I have one yellow onion. It's pretty large dice, and I'm going to saute it up, or fry it up actually. My fire is kind of hot. I think I need to turn it down just a little bit, but we're moving on, and let the bacon and the onions meld a bit. That looks pretty good right there. I'm going to turn this fire down, way down to low. And then I've got a few little carrots and celery I'm going to add in as well. That's 1 celery stick and 1 carrot. And I did chop them pretty finely. I did put them through the chopper. So far, we're pretty standard, traditional soup stew mixture here. And the onions are starting to soften. The celery will get tender, and so will the carrots, but we still have a simmering process to go through too. The bacon's gotten crispy, which is fine. So now I have some garlic. I have 3 garlics that I have pressed. I'm going to put those in there and let those saute up a bit. There we go. That looks pretty good. So our onions are starting to get a little soft there. I'm going to leave it for a few more minutes. My next step that I'm going to add is to go ahead and add in I have 1 teaspoon of Mexican seasoning. Put whatever you want in there, your favorite seasoning. And then I have 3 tablespoons of flour that we're going to put in here, and we're going to sprinkle on there and kind of fry that up so we have a bit of a roux to help thicken our base. And now I want to let this fry down really well. A couple minutes. Just continue moving it along till all the white flour is gone and I've got it good and pasty. So one of the things we have to remember, that looks really good right there. It's browning, the flour's browning. And remember, the most important thing is hot roux, cold stock. So I'm going to start pouring in my stock now, and I have 6 cups of stock over here. Now, if you want a bigger pot, you can double all of this, but just for 2 or 3 bowls of soup, I think it's plenty, but we might have to, we'll see. And then in goes half of a roasted chicken. You could use rotisserie chicken, you could do canned chicken, you could use, you know, leftover chicken from the weekend or whatever. I have 1 can of tomatoes and green chilies. I put it, the whole thing goes in, juice and all. I got 1 can of white great northern beans. They go in, and you could use cannelloni beans, the little navy beans if you wanted. I wouldn't put black beans in it, it will discolor it. And then I have in here the special ingredients, which is green chili or Hatch green chili, salsa verde. And so that's about a cup. Lots of brands on the market. It's usually over with the picante sauce. And there we go. Got it all in there. Now go through, and the bottom of the pan is already deglazed. Look how pretty that is. And everything's pretty well cooked. The bean juice also acts as a thickener. So now all we have to do is bring this up to a boil, let it simmer so it's a little bit thick, and then it'll be ready to eat. It doesn't take long. The flavors will meld, and if you want, you can let this cool, set it in the refrigerator overnight, serve it the next day, and the flavors will be even better. So I'm going to turn my burner up now, put this lid on here. That way it'll help it start holding the heat and boiling. I can hear our soup boiling. So let's check it out. Oh yeah, there it goes. And that's really good. So now I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer for about another 15 or 20 minutes until our little carrots, our celery, our onion, all is tender, and then it will be ready to serve up. There we go. Put the lid back on. And this is also when we would do a little taste test to see if we need to adjust any of our flavors. Seasoning salt, I usually will add some white pepper if I think it needs it. Usually it's plenty salty because of the stock and the chicken and the salsa. All right, see you back in about 15 minutes. Welcome back. We finished simmering our soup. So altogether, I think the whole soup took us less than 45 minutes. On the table, ready to go. And I do have my special toppings. I can't let it go by without any special toppings. Got to have the toppings. So this is our chicken soup. And as you can see, it's very chunky. It's got all the good stuff in it, and it is very spicy. So I would say on a heat scale, 0 being none, 10 being so hot, this is probably about a 6. So if you want to add less chili, then you can. You can add a half a cup of chili salsa instead if you want. But I'm going to go ahead, and I have some Mexican crema here, and I'm going to drizzle that all over the top. And some of my favorite stuff right there. I've got some more spicy. I've got pepper jack, Monterey Jack with peppers, hot pepper. And then I've got a little bit of cilantro I can sprinkle on the top. And then, of course, I can't do anything without avocados. So there goes my avocados all over the top of it. If you don't like avocados or cream, or you can leave it all out however you want to do it. Oh my gosh, so good. So here we are with our Mexican Southwest style soup. The quickest soup in the West. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you get to see you next week. So, see you then. Bye.